Hello everyone and a warm welcome back. Flight Sim fans, don't freak out. It's not like you're going to have to see this every single week. But I want to mix it up a little bit. I do own a lot of games. And I own like 7 train sims alone. So, I thought we would just do this one. It's just over half an hour. Let's get started. There you can see it. We are going from Ashford International, Swanley, to London Blackfriars. We are in a class 465 in the southeastern livery. I think I have this route. I don't have that train, I can tell you that much. I don't have one that looks that good. Oh, the Black 5. Do I have the Black 5? I don't think so. Okay, let's get this powered up. You go there. I am not where I know these routes and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, I drive with the HUD on. This is a relaxation and just a guilty pleasure, kind of sim for me. I find it relaxing. So this is Train Sim Classic 2024. This sim goes back over 10 years. They do still update it. And this is the 64-bit version in DirectX 12. We could take DRA off. And let's get going. And we got a 25 coming up, so we'll just get to 25. We're like a minute and change ahead of time, so it's not like that's why we were being held. I bet you 10 to 1 that train was on platform 1. And so we have to wait for them to leave. As always, it is raining in the UK. We'll just coast in. We are ahead of schedule by almost a minute, so. And I'm not overly concerned with the score. I'd like to get a gold star out of it, but if not, I'll just redo it. And we are an 8 car, so right over here. And here we go. I just reinstalled this again. I completely forget the key combinations. So, as I said, I do own a number of train sims. This one, by far, I own the most routes. Have the most mods installed for. And we can go outside. Hey, I mean, okay, look. It does not look like Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 graphically. But the thing is, the amount of routes and the amount of different liveries of trains, the amount of mods for this, the amount of different traction units, like, let's just call them locomotives, engines, DMUs, EMUs, electro units like this one, diesel, class 47, my beloved, love the class 47, the class 70, Mimi, okay, There we go. We are in the rain, so I'm not about to gun it. Otherwise, we'll get wheel slip, and you really got dinged point-wise for that. Also, some routes for this are really expensive. Like, I don't know why. Some of them have been out for, like, ages, but they sell. Not a fan of this company. They lost me at Train Sim World. Even though I own Train Sim World 2, that was bought for me by a couple of kids. I've done their family's IT stuff for probably 15 years. I wired their home for Ethernet in all rooms. Well, all rooms of any consequence, if you will. And I built their family's computers, except the wife who uses laptops exclusively. And the kids had, you know, grown up a bit and were going into like junior high school and such like that. And they kind of needed upgrades on their systems, as did the father. They timed it perfectly right before the you-know-what hit, and all of a sudden you couldn't buy anything. And it wouldn't matter even if you could. You weren't allowed out of your house. And so they dropped the computers off. I upgraded them and such. And, you know, with an N95 mask and such and gloves, I took them. Had the father come pick me up, put them all in the car, set them up at their place. And the kids, I don't know, someone had left my channel playing on YouTube, because they do watch the channel. And, oh boy, a video I'd made like 5 years ago or something, doing the Long Island Railway, played, and the kids were freaking out. I guess they went into, Dad! He makes freaking train videos! And of course that was the only one that was on the channel. Like, I don't even know how they found it, I'll be honest. But they did. And they weren't going to let me forget, so they said that before when I was picking up the computers. And they said, we're going to buy you Train Simulator. And I was like, I don't really do that anymore, kids. I didn't want to get into a whole rant about, you know, dovetail and everything else like that. Oh, we're going to buy it for you. And I never gave it a second thought. It's like, kids, don't, you know, save up all your money for a year or whatever to buy me a train simulator. It's like, I don't really do train sims anymore. But of course the parents did. And so when I dropped off the computers, the dad said the kid wants to see you. And they had a Steam gift card. Obviously, the parents bought it. And I couldn't say no. So I do have Train Sim World 2. I have the original Train Sim. I have Great British Rail Journeys, which was a technical demo for what Train Sim World would become at the time. And it's also based very loosely, the way they did it, on Great British Rail Journeys, which was a long-running series on the BBC, I believe. And yeah, so I have that. I have this. I also have a Japanese train simulator, and I have one that is made in South Korea. So I have like 5, 6 train sims. 2 truck sims. I mean, 4 if you consider the original versions of them, but I don't even think they sell those anymore. For a Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator, which you will also see on the channel at some point, but don't fret. It's not going to be everything. We're getting a little closer to... Boy, I'm not even trying to go fast and I'm still way ahead of schedule. Okay. Player routing 01. I guess we're heading south. So 40, that's because we are switching tracks. And we can tell by the feather. With all of those lit, looks like we're going to go over a couple of tracks. Slow down just a little bit. We are ahead of schedule. And it also will increase driver, well, nothing increases my comfort. But passenger comfort, which is the indicator down here. As you can hear, I'm getting a bit of a cold, which should be illegal, considering I just got over a few weeks back, you know what. Never caught it for the entire time, but it finally caught up to me. Took 4 years, but it finally claimed me. That put me on my butt for a while, still feeling the side effects of it in my respiratory system. And now it seems like I'm getting a cold. No speed change, so let's go outside. Always raining, but it is the UK, so one thing I wish they would do. No, we're not stopping here, but you could at least put the station name. You don't have to draw, you know, like the station and, you know, the platform. Like, just put the name. Obviously, I just do this for, like, it's just relaxing to me to drive this. There are content creators out there that have done this for 15 years, you know, 10 years. They do BVE and they do like all of them, and in some cases I knew I'd speed at some point. No, not emergency. Well, I might get to the stop nicely, though. Well, if that had happened about 15 seconds later, and I'm still ahead of schedule. That's too funny. I'm gonna leave this in. There's people like Rail Dad, is it? Rail Sim Dad, like, he drives, and there's numerous others. They drive these actual routes and trains for a living. They can tell you the history of the route, when it first opened, who it was like, who some of these stations are named after. I can't do that. I'm just, hopefully broadening your horizons a little bit, and, maybe you would like, pick it up. This thing goes on sale all the time. So do not buy anything unless it's on sale. Because I'm not going to get into what I think of this company. Back in this time, these days, when this sim was ruling, they were a great company. They really, really were. I mean, it's not all that bad. I mean, it's not going to make me stick pens in my eyes. But I mean, obviously there's better train simulate looking, like train, well, not really. The Korean one definitely looks good. The Japanese one, it's a throwback. It's an FMV style, where outside the window you actually see like Ikebukuro and such. It's recorded from the front of a train, but here's the thing. It's officially licensed and made in conjunction with JR Rail, the national rail company. So, but it's kind of freaky because everything comes to a stop. People on the platform, cars, trucks on bridges. Because you're basically driving a movie. But it's cool, and it brings back memories for me. So for me, it was a guilty pleasure. I lost 6 points. Wow, they didn't ding me for the emergency brake? Really? And again, I'm about 2 minutes ahead of time, so I'm not pushing it. And, ooh, Elephant and Castle. We used to have one of those in Calgary. And one in Toronto. There's one in Montreal. I mean, that I knew of. Vancouver used to have one downtown. I don't know if it's still there. I do not want to lose any more points. There's the signal house, switch yard, what have you. Signal house. And switch house, they control the electric switches. Well, actually nowadays they don't, but back in the day they did. And here we go. I love hearing the sound of the clicky clack of the wheels and such. It's relaxing. For me, at least. I mean, that's all I can say. Sadly, I don't remember the key bindings. I'll have to look them up for you for next time. And then I can kind of keep this a bit smaller. And I'll be able to switch the cameras without having to need this up here and all that. Oh, we're going uphill, so I can leave the power and we'll lose speed real quick. Of course, you can tell if you're going uphill or downhill by this. That ding dong I don't need to acknowledge. It's only when in fact the AWS light turns on. And as you can see, I am controlling this with an Xbox controller. I use an Xbox One wired controller. And it works perfectly fine. And a keyboard and mouse as well. This simulator is not available on console, if I recall. But the newest Train Sim World ones, I believe, are available on PlayStation. I'm not sure about Xbox. I haven't really paid attention to Xbox since the 360 era, really. And even then, I didn't. I only had one to play baseball with my brother over the internet. And when he kind of gave up, like when he stopped playing baseball, and the company, we used to play 2K baseball. For years and years and years, I played MLB The Show. But he had an Xbox, so I bought the cheapest Xbox I could find. What was it? The arcade one, no hard drive, nothing, and we had MLB 2K. Actually wasn't a bad game, if I'm being honest. It's no MLB The Show, but I mean, it was pretty good. And I just don't want to speak. I don't want to lose any more points. And he eventually fell off it, you know, playing it. And when he did, I just sold the thing. I couldn't care. Although I did play a lot of Tiger Woods golf on it. It was really good for that. But then, you know, Tiger had his issue. And EA dropped them and they stopped making the game. And so I sold the Xbox because I could just play them. You know, my main game was MLB The Show if I was going to play baseball. So didn't see the point of keeping it. That is my story when it comes to Xbox and Microsoft. Before that, I was a Sega kid. Well, I was never a kid. When them and the NES came out, I was already married and everything. But I've been gaming my entire life. Between pinballs and such, and I had Tandy TRS-80 System 2, I had a 2E, a 2C, a Commodore 64, Atari, had a 128, you know, and it just went from there. I got an NES as a birthday present, I think it was, or anniversary present. I played it for about 2 hours and never touched the thing again. I wish I still had it. I could have sold it back then, because it would have been in pristine condition. I had the Advantage fight stick thing and the whole 9 yards they bought for me. Just not my thing, man. Which is funny, because right now my most played console is my Nintendo Switch. But I still have my Sega Genesis. I still have my Sega Dreamcast. Sold the Mega Drive thing and the Tower of Power, the 32 bit thing, but kept the main console. I hate that. I can't see around the corner, man. Single yellow, so the next one can be red, so we will slow in anticipation. And it's not that far past. Why do you keep doing it so early? That was weird. Like, there was no way I could see the light. Yet I'm worried because if the AWS goes off, there's a driver vigilance system. If it goes off, it automatically cuts the power and turns on the emergency brake. And I can do that all on my own, as you saw. One camera, of course I'm speeding, I knew I would. Like I said, I'm not really worried about the points. I love this view. What does that say? It's definitely uphill, that's for sure. It's not, it's flat and level. Why is it going, if I take the power out? It shouldn't slow down that much. Go that quickly going on level. Yeah, that's really... Okay. Oh, we got a 20 coming up. That made it look weird. So with the 20 coming up, that is telling me we are changing tracks. Should have a double yellow flashing or something up, and there we are. To indicate a big change of speed and changing tracks. That, yeah, I'm going to go right into the wall. No. Boy, they really like reminding you. As we make our way through, there's the cabin. As we wind our way through, I don't know, I couldn't read it. These old eyes, man. Not conducive. We are going uphill, so should lose thing. But, you know, it's not all that bad looking. There is a beta version of this as well. I have never really had good luck with them myself personally. So hence I do not have it installed. We are on, what version am I using? 7.7.6 B. Wow, they keep reminding me. I know I'm old, but And the beta is currently 78.1A. I tried it, and I kept having issues with some of my roots. And it could be some of the mods I have installed, I'm not sure. And we're switching tracks again. I keep letting us lose speed. Oh, actually, I am behind schedule. Trying to figure out why I'm losing so much speed when I take the power out. And of course the speed doesn't change until the rear of the car, of the consist goes past the signpost. See if we can make some of it up. I am way behind schedule. Almost a minute. Well, I mean, it's not way behind, but considering I was originally early by like a minute and a half, and now I'm over a minute late. Well, I'm about a minute late. Okay, concentrate on the braking points. See, it's weird. I'm in power level 3. And I'm on level ground. We're almost at the end, so. Yeah, we're going to be about a minute late. I can live with it. Elephant and Castle. I always thought, well, maybe there is steps that go down. I always thought Elephant Castle was a tube station. The London Underground. Obviously not. See, like, I don't know. We are 8-car or whatever. I do use the mod for the ads and that. It's a freeware. It's on the... Oh, Lord. Oh, the heck with it. I've already blown this run anyway, so... There we go. Where's my coffee? Two minutes late. That's an interesting building. 10 to 1, it's a British Telecom or something like that. And here we go. Those are monitors that the driver can use to see down the platform and the doors and where, how they like the stop point and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, watch someone like Rail Dad or something like that. Been driving both passenger and freight for decades in the UK. I watch his stuff. Not all the time, but I do watch it. He is entertaining. And I believe he's a Dovetail ambassador. Don't quote me on that. Which means he does have a working relationship with Dovetail. And it's not like he makes his living off YouTube. There's one guy, what is it, PVG Rail or something like that? Good Lord, does he make detailed videos. He drives without the HUD. He could tell you stuff like when this line was built, who it was named after, major incidents that happened on it. He can tell you it's like at this speed post, you know, you've got like 500 meters to the platform, so at the first gantry, you know, put brake level 1, and like he does it for the entire route. Even if they're like an hour and a half, he'll tell you the history of this station, how the town of Blackfriars got its name, and like all it. I love watching his content. I can tell you that much right now, because you felt like you went to school. But he drives without the HUD and everything. He's not a reviewer or anything else like that. He simply teaches you driving guides. Or, well, route guides, which are really good. So, other than my horrible driving, and showing up late, I hope you enjoyed this. We're in far enough. There we go. Let them out. If you did, folks, do leave us a like, a share, comment, subscribe. As I said, it's not going to be on the you know, it's not going to be on the channel all the time, but I do enjoy this. And it could be, I'll show you, oh, that's how you do it. Okay, cool. Because this is the only thing I really need. You know, next month it could be the Japanese rail sim. It could be the Korean one. It could be Train Sim World. It could be Great British Rail Journeys. You know, something like that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, like, share, comment, subscribe. You can get this on Steam. And it goes on sale all the time if you want to pick it up for yourself. Oh, buy it on sale. Full price, I just can't get behind that. This is based on a really old game, like 12, 14, 15 years old. They do update it, though. So, there you go. We'll see how we did. As you can hear, I'm losing my voice. Not very good. We got at least 800. So I guess we got what? Silver star or a bronze star? Anyway, folks, until the next time, stay safe, be kind to one another, keep the blue side up. I'm losing my voice. I am definitely getting a cold. And I will see you on the rails, on the road, and in the skies. Take care, everyone. We'll see you on Tuesday with some X-Plane 12. Flying in an area we have not flown on the channel before. Look forward to it. Take care, everyone. God bless.